Hi, would you believe that this individual here who is doing magic is saying, looking for entertainment in your area? Click here to search now. So folks are entertained by magic, and that's amazing. I see some churches called magicians, Christian magicians. We're going to bring some Christian magicians out here, and it's it's funny that you're going to call evil good and good evil, but that's a part of the times in which we live. Um, no magician could turn any paper into any rabbit or out of the air take a rabbit without a rabbit being hidden in the hat or something like that. But sometimes the hat is so small. I'm not sure whether all need to play that trick. Put a rabbit in the hat and so on, with paper over it or whatever. There are some magicians, I'm sure, who are so close to Satan that they could do that trick. Now the trick is that not that he's taking paper and turns it into a rabbit. Satan is creating an illusion. Satan is affecting your sight so that you're seeing a rabbit, but there's no rabbit. You're just seeing one. I call it an apparition. It's something like how people say to see, angels, on the window, and certain church people are seeing the windows and Christ cross. There's blood and there's tears in his eye and all that. That's just illusions. Satan is creating an illusion. And so the magician who is very close to Satan could do that kind of thing. Now, note carefully, there are some religious leaders on television who also have the same magical art. They also go a little further to do ventriloquism, because many of them purporting that this person is possessed with a demon, and they of themselves are speaking as if it's a demon, and then they're coming back and speaking like it's a human. So they play that game. So you have jokey magicians and jokey preachers, but the real evil preacher would be the one who definitely could cast out demons. I said that, understandably, because you see, he's working with the devil, and there's no human who could cast out a demon. All right, demons are, big, like 18 feet tall, because we were created a little lower than angels, like 6,000 years ago, when we were about like 18 feet tall, proportionate, and we lived 1,000. Now we just puny out here like midgets, and we're living up to 60 and 70 and 30 and all that stuff. There's no way, an individual could command a demon to go anywhere. But they do move, and it's because he has a pact with them. He say, look, I want you to give me some status, so when I say go, you go, okay, or a purport to have gone. So what can happen is that an individual who had been, say, like shoplifting or smoking marijuana, he says that it's a demon that is causing him to do this. No, that's the wrong illustration. The guy is doing heroin and he's robbing the bank. So he says that he wants to be freed of this demon. So they do this ceremony, this semi-demi, and then the next thing you know, they say they're gone. So instead of smoking heroin, you can smoke, say, marijuana or crack. And instead of robbing the bank, you can do some shoplifting. So he's just coming from heavy evil to light evil. It's not that he's going to leave completely. And so the magician basically, and many of these ministers that will come up to people and touch them in the forehead, they'll fall over. Some of it again is games in which the person expects to, fall over to give the minister some credibility, may catch them in the bad beer. But then on the other hand, some of them could hypnotize them for real, and they'll definitely fall out and they could be harmed, So magic is not something to play with, and it's just evil light. See, up in voodoo, they do voodoo in Haiti and Africa and so on, and it looks like that's the extreme, but you have light parts of it, and whether all the spectrum from heavy voodoo to light voodoo, all are evil and all going to be lost. So I don't think that magic is entertaining. It's bewitching, it's dangerous, just like the Ouija board and the psychics and the Halloween and the reading astrology and so forth. They're all evil. So be careful how you're seeking entertainment, because it might look innocent, but it'll lead you on way down the road into something heavy that you just can't get out of.